Welcome to Reddit time. For today, we got 3 stories about rude entitled parents. Hope you all enjoy. Our first story is posted by Miller1806. Entitled Mom Thinks Her Gay Son Can Do Whatever He Wants. Part 1. So here is a fun story. My husband and I are pretty private and rarely use social media. He doesn't have Instagram and I have a private account with only a few close friends and family, and usually post pictures of food or nature and that sort of thing. I never post pictures of my kids. I will sometimes post a story with them, but I control who gets to see them and the context of said story. On the other hand, my brother-in-law considers himself somewhat of an influencer, has a few thousand followers and posts several times a day. He also happens to be gay. Recently, we had my daughter's birthday party in our house. Brother-in-law was invited and was staying over. Husband reminded him that we like our privacy and not to post pictures of our kids or where you could identify our house/neighborhood. The next day I get a message from a friend telling me to check brother-in-law's Instagram. Sure enough, there were at least 10 pictures/videos of my kids, clearly identifying them, hanging out with their favorite uncle, a picture of him in our pool with the caption lounging at husband and O.P.'s house, a video of him running with the caption early morning run through neighborhood, and a pic where you can see our cars/license plates clearly visible in the background. I was furious and sent brother-in-law a message, "Hey, we told you not to post pictures of our kids/house/neighborhood. We are not comfortable with this. Please delete them." He left me at scene, but did not reply. 5 minutes later I get a phone call from my mother-in-law. Now keep in mind that brother-in-law is 26, so this means that a grown-ass man went crying to his mommy. The conversation went something like this. I tried my best to recreate it. "Mother-in-law, why are you trying to control what brother-in-law posts to his Instagram?" Me, I just asked him to delete pictures with our kids. "Mother-in-law, why? Are you ashamed of him?" Me, of course not, but you both know that we don't like having pictures of our kids online. Mother-in-law, don't you see that he has suffered enough? He needs to know that his family loves and supports him. His followers need to know too. Me, brother-in-law, knows we love and support him. This has nothing to do with that. Mother-in-law, this is important for him. Me, getting really frustrated. I know, but our privacy is important to us. If brother-in-law can't respect that, then he will no longer be invited to our home or permitted to be around the kids. Mother-in-law screams, "You have ruined my family. I hope you are proud of yourself." She hangs up and proceeds to call my husband to scream some more. He, of course, tells her exactly the same thing I did. Here is the messy, complicated history. Brother-in-law is not easily identifiable as gay at first glance. In high school he was a popular athlete who got good grades, had plenty of friends, and spent all his time partying. When he came out at the beginning of college he was quickly embraced by both his friends and the LGBTQ community. As far as we know, he never got bullied for it. So here is what mother-in-law is talking about. My parents-in-law are deeply religious, and they are definitely not okay with brother-in-law being gay. They go to mass every day and pray for his conversion. A priest advised them to keep brother-in-law close and shower him with love, and they interpreted this as spoiling him even further, never going against him in any way. Brother-in-law, if fully aware of this, strings them along, telling them that he is confused and takes advantage of the situation. He once got them to go on an expensive European vacation because he needed to reconnect with his parents. I know that it must suck for brother-in-law that his parents don't accept him for who he is, and I also know that people in the LGBTQ community have it way harder than the rest of us. However, none of this justifies their shitty behavior and their complete lack of respect for husband and myself and our privacy concerns. Extra note, the stories are gone now, but the posts are still up. What do you guys recommend I do? Update. Thank you so much everybody for your kind words and support. Busy morning, so I will try to respond to your comments later. I hadn't wanted to report it, naively hoping he would delete that himself. I have a few ideas of what I'm going to do now. Will update later. Our next story is posted by Miller1806. Entitled Mom Thinks Gay Son Can Do Whatever He Wants, Part 2. Hi everyone. Sorry it took so long to post an update. First of all, thank you for all your support, encouragement and my first ever award. Equals. If you are too lazy to read it, the short version is that my gay brother-in-law posted pictures of my kids online when we had asked him not to. I asked him to remove them and then got yelled at by my mother-in-law because I wasn't supporting him and I was telling him what to do. Plot twist, my parents-in-law are not okay with brother-in-law being gay and think that if they keep him close and shower him with love he will somehow come around. Oh, another thing, both my husband and I tend not to allow brother-in-law to see our kids if he did not remove the posts. Now here is a little background information for this next part. My husband has 2 brothers. Older brother is married with kids, then husband, and 10 years later, brother-in-law. We all live in different states, so we have to travel/fly to go to my parents-in-law's house. For the sake of this post, my parents-in-law live in X, brother-in-law lives in Y, and we live in Z. This year, we were all going to spend Christmas at X, and we stay at mother-in-law's house. Older brother backed out in August because his wife's mother passed away and they decided to spend Christmas with her father. So that left just us and brother-in-law. Anyway, I showed my husband all your great responses and we doubled down on our threat. Husband informed both his mother and his brother that brother-in-law would not be allowed to be near our kids if he did not delete the images, apologize and promise to never do that again. This also included Christmas. Brother-in-law finally deletes the posts. Yay. Except, that's not the end of things. 2 days later, brother-in-law suddenly realized that he can't make it to Christmas at X because he doesn't have enough vacation days. So my mother-in-law, without consulting or even informing us, decides that it's best to spend Christmas at Y with brother-in-law. You know, keep him close. We only found out because husband called her to ask if we needed to bring anything special from Z for Christmas. She loves our local candy and she just says, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, we decided to spend Christmas at Y. That way, brother-in-law will not be alone for the holidays. Of course you have to come, but you can't stay at brother-in-law's apartment with us because it is so small, so you will also need to book a hotel nearby." Husband lost it. We had already purchased 5 tickets to X since around July, and mother-in-law knew that. So there was no way we would purchase 5 new last-minute tickets to Y, plus a hotel room for 4 nights. He hung up, has only spoken to his parents once since. We were lucky enough to be able to cancel the tickets to X and decided to stay home in Z and celebrate Christmas with just our family. It was honestly perfect. In case you were wondering, brother-in-law posted tons of pictures with his parents with hashtags like blessed, family time and #my family is the best. I honestly can't help but laugh. If only his followers knew the truth. Our final story is posted by DOCOCD. Whoops, was that your birthday cake? Oh well, I saw it first. My family wanted me to share this story. This story took place just a couple years ago, and I was told about this by my husband and our friend Bella. I will do my best to tell the story as I was told it. It was my birthday, and I was turning 35, so not a kid, but family still wanted to get together for me. We had recently moved back to the state and I hadn't been around for a birthday for about 15 years. It wasn't anything big, I think I was actually grilling salmon and veggies, and then we were going to have cake. I guess what happened was my mom, let's call her entitled mom, called my husband and said, "Hey, pick up a cake and I will pay you for it." My husband told me about this, and he had already planned on getting me a cake. It had been ordered and picked up before Entitled Mom even called. Entitled Mom lived a couple hours from us and called on her way over. My husband, I guess, told her he already had a cake taken care of and not to worry about it. It isn't a good idea to take anything from Entitled Mom, or it is like she gets to run things. Entitled Mom shows up and starts talking about all the work we still have to do on the house. I'm in and out of the conversation because I'm making food and I'm not in the mood to hear how all the work we have already done isn't enough yet. While I'm outside, Entitled Mom goes into the kitchen where my husband, Bella, and our kids are there prepping the cake, putting candles on, and some little trinkets. Anyways, Entitled Mom walks over and slides between all of them and sticks her fingers in the edge of the cake. My husband and Bella said they looked at each other shocked, but it didn't stop there. Entitled Mom grabbed the knife that they set by the cake for serving. After Ayano saw the cake, but Entitled Mom cut a big chunk out of the corner. When my husband said Entitled Mom, oh, he hasn't even seen the cake, yet she just looked at him with daggers and said so. My husband and Bella tried to hide the corner from me. It was funny. I asked after what happened. I kinda figured Entitled Mom had something to do with it, like I thought she would have told one of my kids they could have a piece early, but I was a little shocked to find out she dove into my cake. After all, this was the woman who taught me my manners. This is truly a do as I say not as I do situation. TLDR, Entitled Mom couldn't wait for her daughter to have or even see her birthday cake before sticking her fingers in it and then cutting a piece for herself. Wow, you made it to the end. You are a ducking beast. I'm going to cut you a deal. Like and subscribe to the channel and comment your story and we will feature it in the next video. Until then, have a great one. Bye for now.
This is the end of song. Because fuck copyright. I'll make my own song. Yeah, fuck you.